Welcome back, welcome back. Sorry, just taking a sip of coffee. We are here today. It's MTG Joe, and we're going to be playing a fun one. This is a Bant, blue, green, and white, high alert, big booty deck. Basically, what we're trying to do is attack with toughness. Two cards enable that. You have high alert, 3 mana enchantment. Each creature you control assigns combat damage equal to its toughness rather than its power. And then creatures you control can attack as though they didn't have defender. And for 4 mana, you can untap target creature. And then you have Huatli, the Sun's Heart. You can have it assign combat damage equal to its toughness rather than its power. And then you can gain life equal to creature's toughness. So what we have in the deck is a bunch of cheap kind of blockers for the most part, which then double up and serve as attackers. You have Yoked Ox, 1 mana, and this deck is a 4/4. Secretkeeper, mill your opponent and also become a 4/4. Arboreal Grazer, ramp and a 3/3. Goose gives you ramp and is a beater. Fae of Wishes can go get stuff in the sideboard, but also be a 2 mana 4/4. You have Tower Defense, which is a 2 mana 5/5 boost. Deputy is removal. I'm playing Vivien. So this list originally came from the CFB placings for their kind of events. I wanted some sort of card advantage in the main, so I cut one Huatli and went up 2 Viviens. Vivien lets us play at flash speed and can help us dig for creatures. And then you have the high alerts and the Huatlis. Mana base is a bunch of duels, and then blue castle, white castle. We don't need the ramp from the green castle in this one. Sideboard wise, it's not your typical like Fae sideboard, get secret tech. Shadowspear for trample and life gain, some Devout Decrees, some Aether Gust, some Disputes, 2 Knights, 2 Ceratops, and a Vivien. So I'm putting this one in just because it serves as a fight card as well as put counters on. I may actually want to switch these out for the other Vivien or even just play Arkbow instead of this. But we'll try it out, see how it goes. This one is kind of a brew, so we'll see how it plays out. We're going to do just traditional play here. It's kind of a brew, so don't want to take it to the rank ladder just yet. I'm 6 wins away from Mythic already this month, so don't want to be playing the unranked or the kind of brewery tier X decks necessarily. But we'll see how it goes, see if we can jank out some opponents. As always, if you do enjoy the content, want to show your support, if you can, if you're catching this video on YouTube, drop a like, comment, or subscribe. All helps out the channel. If you want to know when we're going live or tune in live on Twitch, easiest way to do is hit that follow button on Twitch. These are all free and easy ways to help out the channel. As we're all under quarantine, I'm trying to put out a little bit more content just to keep some more stuff out there in case you want to watch, keep entertained. So it is something that will help out on my end. So we'll play a couple games with this deck, see how it goes. Cube is up. If there's interest in watching Cube, generally on the channel, Limited doesn't do that great in terms of viewer counts, but if it's something you'd like to see, do let me know. Probably going to go Temple on 1, Goose, Yoked Ox on 2. That sets me up for High Alert the following turn. Probably just want more creatures. Castle can be a couple things. It's most likely... Okay, so it's sacrifice. So I may want to prioritize the Vivien right now. Nah, we came to beat people down. Someone's getting high alerted. Okay, so multiple priests isn't that good. A little bit slower of a draw from our opponent. Their mana hasn't been that good. Opponent has never witnessed so much power. One mana 4/4, smacking in. Huatli will be good because it can gain us some life. Rakdos also can't really get rid of an enchantment when it's on, other than Frika's Libation. But they usually don't mainboard that. So I'm going to go Vivien this turn. If we don't draw another creature, dig. And then scry afterwards. Okay, so they have an oven. They have their 4th land. Pretty much can cast everything in their deck. Okay, so they're going to claim and then sack it, so I lose my board here. Okay. I guess it's a free attack in there. And then they have a devil. We went from really good to really bad really quick. So I need a Deputy of Detention here.
Let's see if you're worthy. I've seen squirrels hit harder. I've seen puppies whine less than you.
So Secretkeeper's not that great. I guess it's a 1 mana 4/4. This was probably part of the issue. I was a little concerned with just like not having card advantage.
Now we're getting started.
So I can't plus here. I can flash that in to surprise the opponent. So I'm just going to play out Huatli. Might distract him a bit to throw some damage that way.
I shall wield this power for good.
Just plus this up here and then play out the land. Not going to activate Huatli here. I'm surprised they didn't shock there. They would have had the ability to draw a card at least. Surprise Secretkeeper. I'm going to take Mayhem Devil off the battlefield. It's the scarier of the two. They do get to kill my Vivien now. By sacking this in response. Okay, so Vivien did her job. She distracted them a bit and took off a Mayhem Devil. Deputy is also nice. Okay, so if they don't block, I 14 them and they're dead. Jank him out. Oh no, they had the food, no. Then I gained 14 life. Oh, I forgot about the food. Oh, now I feel bad. We could have deputied them. Claim is a good draw. Hey, I'm gonna play an emergency powers one next. There's one going around where you stack a bunch of enchantments with Smothering Tide, and then you win with Tezzeret in your sideboard. That's bad. That one's taking. And they have the food now, so they can sacrifice that to gain some life. So falling a bit behind here. don't think we're going to come back now. They're going to escape Croxa. Alright, we tried to jank them. I missed time there. The plan was probably Deputy. So Devout Decrees come in. Probably want the Shadowspear. Vivien. Aether Gust's okay. They have Croxa. Probably want the Knights as well. I'm going to take out the Faes. They feel pretty slow for the most part. I'm not going to use the other side. Shave. Probably 2 tower defense. And then 1 Huatli. I liked Vivien there. She served her purpose pretty well. I got excited for nothing. I thought we were going to jank them out. So I think I'm going to do this. And then next turn I'm going to Secretkeeper. And then Shadowspear. And then follow it up with High Alert. Ooh, even better. So I'm going to go Grazer here. Have that enter tapped. Play this out. Just going to do this now. Don't really need the food so much to ramp. So I almost played out my whole hand on turn 2. No! No! I forgot. No, I should have kept the card back. One 5 trample. So we can make a lot of food with Goose. Our hand was so good. Slaughter Priest. Gains. It's fine. We can block it for days. So no more lands. Whenever you sacrifice a permanent. Guess I should have probably just kept this back. It's a good blocker. But this lets me just get some life now. Tower defense or high alert or Huatli all serve very well right now. Okay. Block like that. I don't think they're gonna have... Oh, I guess they could sack. Okay. They're not really advancing their board, which I guess is okay, but we're not really doing much right now. This is the problem when all your things are pretty lackluster creatures. get the chip damage in. I'm going to make a bunch of food that I could sack for life after. Maybe we want something like Flooded Tears in the sideboard. That's going to let them get Croxa back. Probably dead in this one if we don't draw anything. The mighty Yoked Ox. So poke them for 1 here. Problem is they get Croxa back and I can't really win from here. I think we want access to a board wipe. Probably time wipe. Let's do time wipe. Because we can get it with Fae. I probably want another way to draw cards. See if there's any creatures that we can play in the deck. You're a looter. You're not that large. You're not that large. That's 4 mana though. Sacrifice creature with defender, draw a card. It's not that good. There's not that many good things. Let's play a Flood of Tears. Flood of Tears can reset their board. And then we're relatively cheap to start going off that way. I'm wondering if we want like a high alert in this sideboard. No, you know what? Let's do Vivien. Let's do Vivien main, Huatli side, and then that way I can tutor for Huatli with Fae of Wishes if needed. Let me give Arena a quick reset and we'll fire it up for another game. See how that goes. Thanks for the follow, Truax. Alright, see how this one goes. This might fall a bit too much on the janky side. I think we're going to be playing emergency power sooner than later. We'll give this match a shot, see how it plays out. We almost got him that first game. Yeah, I mean, really wish we had an untapped blind. Okay, I'm gonna keep both. I'm looking at Sultai here. We have some redundancy with the high alerts. If I draw another land in the next 2 turns, I might just be able to jank them out. Because they usually don't go too wide. And they missed a land drop, so could hit them with a bunch of damage here. That's 10, 17. So if they don't have an answer, they're dead. Hey, Javanch. Yeah, it's a little janky. We almost got Rakdos game 1. The main thing is just card advantage with the deck. Okay, they tapped out. They're dead. Turn 4 kill. I think we broke standard. We bet Sultai. So Sultai, we want the Aether Gusts. Probably just that. I guess Mystical Dispute's fine. Coming out, Deputies are probably pretty bad with a deck with a bunch of removal. Huatli's fine. I'm probably going to up a Huatli as well. Shave down 2 Fae of Wishes. They usually don't play Ritualist Soot, and our stuff is pretty big. I'm going to shave a Tower Defense just because I expect more removal out of them. And it also gives us something to tutor for. I think I like the Flood of Tears also in the sideboard. Time Wipe was something maybe we consider. You know what, I probably should have cut the phase and just brought in the Time Wipe in the Flood of Tears. This is a keep. Of note here though, we don't have any way to turn these on. My guess is they take Mystical Dispute. It's the card that does most here. Sad if they have Ritualist Soot. Play out all our lands. So now we're kind of yeah, the trash stuff. Even with some of the stuff like I was getting from Wizards for the sponsor stream and stuff, sometimes they go in like weird spots. Okay, so we can set up our scry at least going forward. Yoked Ox is not where we want to be. We're not really doing much, which is the downside of this deck. We can block Nisa tokens quite well. Like a Hydroid Krasis now is going to be pretty bad. You know what? At the end of the day, if I got to turn 4 Sultai, it's probably good enough. High Alert or Huatli Sun's Radiance both allow us to attack with our toughness. So I do need to crack a token here. No more lands. Gonna hold the Grazer and just pass the turn. The opponent's basically done nothing for the first 5 turns. Maybe we want Great Henge. Okay, so they got Nisa.
Together we will prevail. The land fights for us.
think I might be able to kill him if I can draw a thing. Perfect. I got high alert, and then I got tower defense. Okay, well, I'm going to pay for that. So I don't quite get to kill them yet. But I get to do a chunk to them. They were dead if they didn't. Because we had the +5. So if we can dodge casualties of war for a turn, then we're pretty good. They do have the mana for casualties. Free attack for them there. Ah, Vraska also does it. Okay, so I'm not going yet to scry. Okay, we have Aether Gust. So I'm just going to play out Grazer. See, this probably is Nisa. No, Uro. 5 cards. Okay, so I'm gonna let them draw. No, I don't think I know in terms of the red flag. I'll keep an eye out this next time if it happens. It might just be like the target. Because like when you hover over your opponent's stuff, it does show some color. So they're going to draw a card. Let's see if they try to Uro here. Because if they Uro, then we get them to exile most of their graveyard. I'd rather you don't. Okay, so yeah, let me know next time. Okay, so we have Fae. So I can Flood of Tears, I can also Time Wipe. I'm gonna get Flood of Tears probably. Just as some insurance. I thought we put one in the sideboard. I should keep one in the sideboard though. If we're playing the Fae package, then I think I always want one there. And then with Flood, I can put something back into play. Shit. Pelucranos is really bad versus us. We can't deal damage to it, and it can just keep picking off all my stuff. And I take that. Alright, we're just going to see our draw. If we don't draw high alert, then we're going to pack this one up. I'm going to re-sideboard, and then we'll come back. I think being on the play. Nope. Because now they're just going to pick apart my board. So probably do want another Fae. I'm gonna put a Huatli back just to have something to pick off with it. Maybe just run it like that. I think the disputes are fine, flood's fine, and we go... Yeah, I gotta try to take them now. Once you go to the long game with Sultai, they're gonna beat you. They have too much card advantage. I guess we just need creatures. We have Huatli and we can Aether Gust them early. Sounds pretty bad. Yeah, let's try it. Like, if we get Thought Erasure, it's pretty bad. I'm gonna keep the Goose. Goose lets me create food and also start attacking in things. So I'm doing this just to hold up the Aether Gust. Let them have this. If they go like Vraska, then I'm going to Aether Gust it probably. Probably should have been more aggressive mulliganing. Yeah, I think that's fine. Because this lets me Huatli and hold up Aether Gust to protect. Sweet. So I can attack this turn because I want to hold up Aether Gust in case they have Vraska or Nissa, but next turn I can attack in. Opponent's reading our card. Okay, so they'll get one of the gusts. Do need some action now. Alright, sweet. So we got Fae. So I can Fae of Wishes, preemptively get Flooded Tears. Which is probably what I want. And then just pass the turn again. It's weaker if they have like Thought Erasure, but the food counts as a token as well. And then I could put Huatli back in for free. Could also let me potentially this probably means that they have Mystical Dispute. Just them playing. Okay, they put it on top. This also means that they can't shuffle this turn. Tower Defense. They both have flying. That's 10, 14, 17. Plus the 2, probably too far off from that, and I want to get some card advantage going. Not really in a need for If they're a bit lower on life, then I would. We don't really need the life, so I'm not going to down tick her right now. It just opens us up. Okay, so they do have ritual. I thought we got rid of you. Don't think we got enough to take him out. We're just lacking card advantage. Once we get like swept or just we kind of fall behind, there's no way for us to get ahead on cards. Yeah. And we only have 2, I think, in the main board right now. It's going to give him a lot of advantage. Because, like, I could flood, but we need to draw a creature here. Even then. Creature, I might be able to jank him out with the tower defense and get a block. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. Play Fae. Don't really have much to tutor for. So here what I'm hoping is they attack, I tower defense. And then we kill it. Do they have removal? They have negates. Alright. This one didn't do so hot. Alright, I'm going to take a quick break. I'm going to put together another list and then we'll get it going with that one there. Don't feel like jamming too much with this one right now. And then we'll take it from there. Thanks for tuning in for this one, and catch you in 10 minutes or so with another one. Thanks for stopping by.